Hello, so rather than doing a dog walk update today, we're going to have a bit of a day in the life of. You may have just seen the video. I've just bought this V-Strom. I got it for a reasonable but not cheap price because I love V-Stroms. She's a 650, they do amazing MPG. She was stolen in the past and they painted her red. Hence why this luggage has got red on it and looks a bit scacky. It's a nice thing. I'm tempted to use it for myself. It's got good tyres and all runs sweet. But we'll get round to that. Another thing I'm doing at the moment, this is the Suzuki GS750. She's running happily, but she's overflowing a little bit on the middle two carbs. I'm tempted just to let her keep overflowing, which is what the jug's been doing there, collecting the fuel. But I've just got to adjust the tick over. I don't know if you can see it in there. It's a white knob and it's a bit buried. So I've got to lift the tank up to turn that because it's not turning easily. So always a fun job. We'll get round to that. That's my next job. This is the Trek. There's a bit of a story behind this one. Trek 1130. She's on a 14 reg. We got it off the van, and the bloke has shown me a running video when we were talking about it. It was running fine. We got it off the van, struck it up for 10 seconds, and it was running fine. We went back to it 10 minutes later, and it started on, I don't know, 2 cylinders and went down to 1. And now it's sort of not powering up the dash correctly because I've taken the battery off and I don't know if it has a sequence, so I've got to have a look into that. That'll be a lovely 5-minute job, but when it's done they're a very, very nice bike. Other things that we're playing with today, the KLE 500. We've got to blank off the alarm. She's under there, that's the blanking plug. There's 2 more lots of wires here which I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that. Got to have a look at that. But the real reason the back end's all dangling is because I've got to put new rear indicators on it. So of course they've come off eBay, and of course they're a different fitting, so I've got to make those fit. They will look right when they're on, and then we're all up and this was up for sale. The Aprilia, of course, is running brilliantly. We like Aprilias, and they've got a good solid engine. She's MOT'd and she's up and running happily. I ordered a new screen for it because this one's got a crack in there and something going on there underneath. Obviously it's on 4 bolts. The one that I ordered, the bolt fittings were like that, so that's probably the earlier screen. This one is the fuel injected later model. She's running sweet. She's just got a manky screen, so I'm going to put that back on for now, and that one's up for a new home. And under the cover here is the ZX10, which of course is running flawlessly. The damn thing's brilliant, but it's not really the time of year for me to MOT it yet. I will get round to MOTing it as soon as it gets warmer, but she's up for sale now. So that's some of the things that I'm doing today, and I'm going to go up the shed and show you a few more. I've got quite a lot of little silly jobs on, but the first one is making this beast tick over, and then hopefully the carbs will flush themselves out. If not, then we've got to take the carbs off and give them a birthday, which is a bit of a shame, just for a bit of an overfuel, because other than that we can feel that the pilot jets are not blocked on these, so it's not a normal ripping them apart job. It's just that the floats aren't triggering the needles correctly, so it normally clears itself, but we'll have a look and see what's going on. Right, that's got this little beast sorted, the GS750. We've got the tick over set about right now, and she's certainly sounding right, and she seems to have given up throwing fuel out of the carburetor after a bit of tapping with the back of a screwdriver like you do, and just run some fuel through to get it used to it. If a bike's not been run for a while, they tend to get white corrosion on the aluminium valve against the brass seat. So the best way is just run them for a while. Oh, there you go, she's blowing a bit out now. She's just thrown a little bit out and I missed it with the jug because I wasn't expecting it. Right, we'll give it a bit longer and hopefully she will sort her life out now. She's definitely only throwing it out of one carb rather than two, so it'll probably sort its life out. If it doesn't, it'll have to come apart, and while we're at it we don't do a job twice, so we'll have a new set of float valves to do it. Next job on this is changing them because they look horrible, so we're going to put some shiny bits on.